What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video here on the Voice of College Football Network. My name is Miles. I cover the Buffs here at VOCFB. You can follow me on X at Miles High Buffs. Back in the home studio, joined by my co-host Tommy, aka at First Round Potential. Tommy, how you been?
I'm doing great, brother. Welcome home, man.
Thank you. It's always good to be back. You know, it's get back and everything's immediately. It's like you put the suitcases down, and then you got to realize, God, I got a million things I got to put away.
Yeah, that's true. I remember last time we talked, I said the next time we jump on here, we'll be this much closer to college football.
And you were right.
Officially the week of college football.
I think if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow when this comes out, we'll be 10 days away. Am I right?
No, 10 days away from our kickoff.
From our kickoff.
But,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. 10 days away, brother.
Because it was Travis Hunter days away yesterday. So that's 12 and then 11. And then tomorrow will be 10. Yeah. That's a big 12, dude. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That's your day, too. I'm going to call it the Tommy day. But no, we got an exciting one. We've been building this one up for a minute now. We wanted to wait, to get through fall camp a little bit. See who might be popping out there on the field, guys who are standing out during practices. We're gonna be talking depth charts today, and I think an important note before we jump right into it is that I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember what episode it was, but there always tends to be a surprise with a Coach Prime led depth chart. You know what I mean? Like last year, week 1, Georgia Tech, it was Brandon Davis-Swain comes out. Is starting. If you were really, really paying attention, you probably could have gotten there. But in terms of the average viewer, right? Brandon Davis-Swain being a starter week 1 was not something that would have been predicted. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Can absolutely agree with that. I did not expect that. The crazy part about it is, like, I didn't even see him. I remember at the time, I didn't even see him in the videos, like, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, for him to be a starter, that was crazy. But he did play pretty well, though.
Yeah, and I remember if you read like the tea leaves and you were on some of the forums and you heard from like Brian and Adam, rest in peace. You could have gotten there, like if you were really, really tapped in. But for the average soul, it was not something that you would have been expecting. And so I say that to get to the point of we're going to go through what we would anticipate. However, we're not at practice. We don't see the things off the field. There's a very real possibility that a guy who could get all the way up through fall camp could, do something wrong the week before. He could not show up to the first week of classes and then boom, like not to bring the NFL into it, but you could have the Deshaun Watson situation where you like go out into the presser after the game and you say something that makes everybody go like, what are you doing? So point being, like, things can change on a dime really fast. So we're going to go through, in a hypothetical world for Georgia Tech, what we would expect from a depth chart perspective. Are you ready on that?
I'm ready, brother. Let's do it.
Cool. And we're going to talk through it. I mean, we both brought our own versions of it, but we're going to talk through it. We're going to kind of debate back and forth. The best way I could figure out how to do this was, we're just doing a good old Google sheet. Make it as simple as possible here, and not overcomplicate it. And we're going to start on the offensive side of the ball. Tommy, who do you think is going to start at quarterback for the Buffs?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I like the way Sweetwine been playing lately, man.
True. That's really good.
I'm not sure, man, but I guess I go Juju. What you think?
I think Julian Lewis is the guy. Oh, not Julian Louisa. Julian Lewis. Louisa. Julian Louisa. No, Julian Lewis, don't have to put much of a sprinkle on it. Is going to be the QB1 for the Buffs. He's going to lead them into Atlanta. Not much else we want to say about it, but I think we have another question around this second and third, which is where I think we can actually have a little bit of a debate. Do you have any thoughts on who you believe the second string quarterback will be?
Yeah, man, I'm honestly gonna go Isaac, just from an experience standpoint, as well as I could see some packages of him getting in there and actually like running and like some, some RPOs or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna just go him for with the experience and stuff like that. But like I was serious. I really do love the way Sweet Wine been playing.
For sure.
Of course, he's not starting over you, but
trust me,
I want him to.
I'm right there with you. I'm the biggest Keneal Sweetwine guy in the book. But I think it's fair to say that Isaac has the experience. Let me get the ticker off real quick. There we go. Isaac has the experience, and for as much as Keneal has shown in fall camp, I don't think in an event. I will push back in the sense I don't know that in this week 1 they'll have Isaac out there trying to run situations where like Juju comes out of the game running these specific packages. I can see like maybe later on in the season potentially, but for the sake of like week 1, knock on wood, God forbid, Juju goes down. I feel much more comfortable, even if Keneal is showing good signs, with Isaac going out there having P4 experience than I do putting Keneal out there in his first true action. I think it's Isaac with 2 A's, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
This is the hard part. Is me going to have to I'm going to have to make sure I spell everybody's name correctly because this is the hard part. Let me just copy and paste it because that's going to be easier. Keneal Sweetwine. There it is. Bam.
I was about to say, does that even fit in there? Might have to
we'll resize it a little bit. Yeah. Keneal S. Cool. All right. We feel good about that? Julian?
Yeah, I feel great. Great.
Awesome. Okay.
No brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, and so we're doing the 3 deep today, and some of these position groups, they're going to have battles that go beyond that, especially like at running back. There's a potential we see the 4th, the 5th, guys that are going to get an opportunity in this offense to make a play and to, in certain sets, certain packages, show what they're made of. And we're going to do the 3 because we're going to overcomplicate it yet. But I want to get into this because this is probably the most interesting, I would say, depth chart position that I am most intrigued about coming into week 1. Because I think that you can go so many different ways with this. I think you can look at if we're running a single back set, if we're running two backs, if we're running a back and a fullback. Like there are a lot of different ways that you could manipulate attacking a defense by having different types of running backs that are on this roster on the field. But I'm going to go first on this because I think that this guy has done enough to prove himself. And I think part of what I want to go back to too is like going to the Brandon Davis-Swain conversation, right? The reason Brandon Davis-Swain won that job was because he did all the little things in practice, right? And Coach Prime is a huge practice guy. You show up every single day, you do the right things every single day, he's going to reward you. And for that reason, my RB1 is Micah Welch.
Okay.
And I would love to hear your argument for somebody else or your argument against Micah Welch, but I'm putting Micah Welch as my RB1.
And that's because of everything that you just said.
Yeah, I would say like it's a combination of things. I think trust, like I said, is a huge component of that. I think that having been the guy that is the most returning production, at least here at Colorado, in that running back room, says speed means a lot to Coach Prime, and I do think that he has brought a level of extra shiftiness, extra speed, and extra burst into fall camp that we hadn't seen before. And so I think Micah, in a not as strong rushing attack last season, was still able to get over 500 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And so I think that he provides a level of versatility that will be intriguing for Coach Marion to put on the field. But I think that as both a blocker and a runner, he's somebody that they'll want to have on the field at all times. So it's the trust component of it to me. It's also, I do think he's done well enough in fall camp to earn that spot. And I think, again, as a blocker, I think he can be a difference maker in that position. But I would love to hear your take.
I love that. I mean, I was I always been a Micah fan. Like Micah always, to me, he always ran hard as hell. Every time I watched him, he always knew what he was doing. That's why he touched the field his freshman year, right? It made a big impact. I'm gonna push back because I think Damon Henderson has really taken over that RB1 spot. And a little bit of that, well, a lot of that has to do with him being in the system for a year, last year and everything. So he pretty much had a grasp of it. The only thing he had to really do is just come back and get used to, the speed of the power 4 level, right? But I think he's really taken over that spot. Between him and Trackhawk, I can't see any other two coming out because it's two backs. So I don't see any other two backs outside of him and Trackhawk coming.
Interesting. So Micah's not even in your. He's not even your 1 or your 2. Micah would be at least a 3 or below for you.
He's like a 2A to me, to be honest with you.
That's where I'm like,
see him right there. Like,
it's so tough because I feel like you could reasonably reroute this as a 1A, 1B, and 1C. Like this could be a situation where you got 3 of them and on 3 different drives or 3 different packages. Each of them is in the same drive. You know what I mean? And again, there could be multiple of them on the field at one time. There could be 3 of them on the field at one time.
Right. Now, this is just the official depth chart for the entire season is what we're thinking. But to come out September 3rd, Georgia Tech, Micah being at home, that could play a part of it, get that start. So I can see that happening. I'm not knocking that he couldn't be a starter. I could see him out of there. I could see him out there with the, on that first drive, one of the 2 backs. I can see that.
I'm with you. I'm a big Damian Henderson guy too. And I do think that Damian Henderson long-term will probably have the most rushing yards. But I guess it comes down to, are we doing Georgia Tech or are we doing, the season at large? Because I just feel like early in the year, I feel like it would be a Michael Welch. You would just defer to him in that sense. Okay. But I could see later on, or even by week 2 or week 3, Damian Henderson or a Trackhawk steps into that RB1 role. But you looked like you had something you wanted to say there. Okay.
Yeah, no, I really, that's not bad, bro. I really do. Honestly, I do like that. That's not a bad pick at all. And I only say that because of the way he's been so reliable, since the time he stepped on campus. I cannot see him playing a huge role, and I feel like he's one of those guys, like when he get hot, you just consistently give him the ball till he tapping his head saying, "Get me out, coach. I'm tired as hell," right? But he's hard to tackle, right? He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he's a hell of a blocker. So I don't knock him. I don't knock that. I can see that, man. I'll go there. I could agree with you.
I see, but when you said it, it made me kind of second guess myself a little bit, and that's what's so hard about this is like I really like Damian Henderson, and I think he has had a really good spring and a fall too. And one of the things that caught my eye from the spring game a couple months ago was there was a play in which they were intentionally trying to run from like the one backed up on their own 1 yard line. And Damian Henderson broke a run for like 35 yards from the 1 yard line. And so he has the most intriguing running style to me. I like how he is both an upright runner, but it can get below the pad level too. I want to make sure, out of respect to him, I want to make sure I put the second on there too. I just feel like, again, when I come back to it, I think that the trust and the returning element of like Michael Welch has done every single thing right since he stepped on campus as a freshman. I just feel like Coach Prime values that so much. And I think this could be a Micah and a Damian situation. I'm going to put.
God damn it. Sorry.
No, you're good. But this could totally be a world too where DeKalin Taylor steps up. It is so hard. This is as close to a 1A, 1B, 1C situation as I think you could find.
Yeah, I think, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't want to I don't want to make it seem as if we're diminishing
Not at all.
Trackhawk because he's had a hell of a camp and a hell of a spring. And he's like the perfect fit for this go-go offense. So it's kind of like I don't really see him not coming out there on the first snap because he's such a threat. So it's kind of hard. Like if we going, I don't know, man. That is so hard.
Tough.
Like you
Really
said, like
tough.
1A, 1B. Like we honestly don't know. So guessing wise, I guess, yeah, whatever. But number 20, we're gonna see him a lot, bro.
We're gonna see him a lot. He
explosive.
totally could be out there on the first play, and he could break a big one on the first play. It is so hard. I just go back to what I feel like is Coach Prime's mentality, and it's the trust element of it. And that's where I come back to, and like rewarding guys for just consistent work.
Right. But that's okay. So if we're going back to that, he trusted Kalen Taylor. He trusted hell out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do? Like, think about this. Okay. When you go two backs, you typically go in two different play styles.
Yeah.
Like two different, you want, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that could do this, somebody that can't do that, but he can do it, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Different attributes. I think Damon Henderson and Michael Welch is more alike than Damon Henderson and Trackhawk.
I agree. I do think you have like similar here, and then you have speed here.
Exactly.
So it kind of becomes like, you know how on the actual depth chart they put like first, and then it has like or, and then it'll have like blank or blank. So it kind of becomes I could see it being DeKalen Taylor is first, and then it's Micah or Damian, or Micah or Damian DeKalen, like that. It's such a good point. I mean, if we go back to it, right, and we're kind of just, for everybody watching, we're kind of just debating this as we go. DeKalen Taylor, if we remember from the beginning of fall camp, was probably the most highlighted in the videos that we saw. He was running the most with the ones that we could see. So maybe it is a DeKalen Taylor gets moved up to 1, and then you kind of have a Micah or Damian situation built off of that. But it's tough, man. It's really tough.
However this plays out, we both would agree that these are the top 3 backs.
I agree. I will say Jaquel Smith did a really good job in the last couple of weeks to get moved up the chart. And Richard Young has a lot of talent, but I would say these are the 3. I'm not even going to highlight Micah because I want it to just like, these are all in the same rough atmosphere to me. But I do agree. I think
one more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
but as far as like another good like a point that I came across this past week, I think it was either Thursday when Johnny Mack spoke. I think it was Thursday or Friday. Johnny Mack spoke. I think it was Thursday. But he came out and said that Richard been dealing with an injury since the spring. So that's why he's been slow to catch up and stuff like that. So I know we see a lot of people like knocking Richard Young, and just to defend him a little bit, like the guy's been dealing with an injury. So his coach say, right? And so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, I still believe in him. I think he's going to have a hell of a year, especially once he gets healthy, whenever that may be. But I'll tell you one thing, when game time coming around, everybody get healthy. So
it's true. Everybody gonna be ready.
You heal a little bit faster, brother. I'm telling you heal faster. But if he was healthy, I'm telling you now, bro. If he was healthy, we'll be debating something else. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's move.
No, that's great. And we'll move on to the next one. But I want to say, give me your 3. If you had to give 3, because this is where I want to finalize the list. I'll give you my 3. You give me yours, and then we'll just average that out on whoever ends up where.
Like if that from one, like in order.
Yeah. Give me your order. Because I think you put Damian, Trackhawk, Micah, right?
Yeah.
And I put Micah, Damian, Trackhawk, which means that Damian goes first in that, technically, because he had 1 and 2.
Correct.
And then it's kind of like Damian and then one. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll move him up. We'll move Micah down. And then this will just kind of be an or situation.
Okay. Bet.
Sound good?
Yeah. That's good.
All right. Fullback. We're just going to put Brady Kopetz because I don't think there's going to be a 3 deep at fullback.
Right.
You should put Brady there. You could put Fisher Clements there if you wanted.
Michael Welch.
All right. We'll put Ben Gould. I remember you said Ben Gould was playing some fullback too. So we'll put Ben Gould as our backup fullback.
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay. Wide receiver X. Do you want to start at X? You want to start at slot? You want to start at Y? Where you want to start?
Let's go. Yeah, let's start at X. X.
So who you have sitting at the X spot on the outside? I started the running back combo, so I'm going to let you start the receivers.
Oh, my X. Okay, my X would be Danny.
You think your X is Danny? Okay.
Yeah, my X is Danny.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. I did ponder for a while about putting Danny in the slot, but I think we're going to agree on where we want to go with the slot. But I just think on the outside, I think he makes the most sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
And then you want to move on. You want to stick on, just do the 3 here. You want let's start with the ones.
Yeah, let's start with the
Y.
Ys with this.
Who's your Y?
On my Y, you know my Y
is Demo.
Demo, baby. Come on.
So okay.
My boy got that L on his chest. I can't wait to see that L on 3, man.
This is where it gets tough for me because again, I keep going back to this idea of like trust and relationships and all this stuff. And it's not to say that like Demo doesn't have that with Coach Prime or anything, but I just feel like Juju and JoJo have been like that since he came on campus, right? Mm-hmm. And Demo was hurt a little bit. Yes, he's come on as of late. Yes, he's that guy. I give that to you 100%. But do you think that JoJo gets put on the bench, or at least not as a starter? Let's just say that this doesn't have 4 receivers out there. And Demo, in Demo, the raw talent and what he showed at the end of fall camp rises above the pre-existing relationship and what JoJo did last year.
I mean, factoring all that in, probably not, but 3 starts at Georgia Tech. And he starts with number 1 because of its leadership, his dependability. And I'm not saying that JoJo's not none of these, right?
Yeah.
He has made an impact since he stepped on campus. Think about it. Coach Prime literally says in his press conference, when you hurt, don't talk to me. I don't need to talk to you because you have no voice. Like you hurt, you ain't doing nothing. Like, right. This is probably the only guy that actually got through that plunged through that wall of you can actually talk. Go ahead, do your thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so his leadership, which is probably the most important thing that we needed on this team this year, has been by far the best we've seen on this team and on this team in general, right?
Yeah.
He's taking accountability. He's holding people accountable. He's making sure that these guys are ready to go, that they understand what practice is, like preaching the message that Coach Shad, Coach Prime, and all these other coaches are preaching to his guys, right? So I don't see him. And then his play, like the dude is he's like that. Like there's no other words to it. Yeah. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking Joe. That's why I can see Joe out here as well. Like can
I paint a picture for you? Can I paint a different picture for you? Because I think where we're both going with this is that we're going to put Cam in the slot. Is that where you're going to get to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not even.
Is there a world where you would put Danny in the slot and put Joe at the X and then put Cam off the bench, quote unquote, but like second in the slot? Like, is there a world where you'd start Joe, DeAndre, and Danny, and then Danny's in the slot?
Yeah, that is actually.
I mean, it gets you a little bit of size extra. outside of Hakeem, Joe's your biggest receiver. So, like,
for sure.
I don't.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not knocking that. And also, I can see
as much as I love Cam, and I love Cam, don't get me wrong. I just think that there is an element of, I think that JoJo, DeAndre on the outside with Danny in the middle, that's a nasty combo.
Nasty. I like that. I'm not knocking that. I mean, if let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna take it
because I can see JoJo starting there. I can see that, and JoJo been practicing, which is like if you don't practice, you don't play, right? But I'm not saying
that too. That element too.
Yeah. I think Coach Prime had a lot to do with Danny's situation. He's probably saying like, look, relax, tone it down. I'm gonna hold you out of practice, right? I'm gonna keep you, at bay. So I think that's probably one of the things. And either one of those guys, I can see either one of those guys, and I can possibly we can see a scenario to where Cam get in before Danny.
Yeah,
like 100%. If Danny's not feeling good coming into, G Tech, like, and he's like timid.
Yeah,
we could see Cam there. So I mean,
I agree. I mean,
we don't lose a step, bro.
100%. We are on the same page that there's 4 there, and like in an ideal world, you find a way to get them all on the field if you can. But in this realm, I just feel like I value the size of JoJo. I value the relationship with JoJo. I like Danny. You do not even slightly lose a step if you put Danny in the slot over Cam. And I feel like adding JoJo at the X gives you can swap them X and Y. I don't really care, but for JoJo and DeAndre. But I'm going to bold Cam because it's kind of an or situation. It's like whoever's more healthy, whoever's, leading up to it. But I'm going to put Danny up there. Do we agree on that? Are we fair about that?
Yeah. And then for the audience out there, like, let's keep it in mind that in this offense, we need versatile playmakers, right? Cam Perry is the definition of that. Cam is literally a plug and play. So is Danny, so is DeAndre, so is JoJo. They all can plug and play these 3 spots, right? Not let alone we still got depth after that, right? But all these guys is plug and play. So this is really gonna be, bro, like we'll probably see 2 guys start every game outside of like injuries and stuff like that, but that other spot will be rotated. Like you will see, like you may not see JoJo start, you'll see like that first drive because somebody else is coming out there because of a certain package.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like we really don't know. So but like we said, the best part about it is we're not losing a step with none of these guys.
Yeah.
All of them are like that. So,
and to quote my favorite basketball coach, the head coach of the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, it's not about who starts the game; it's about who finishes the game. And so, like these, like you said, it does not matter if the very first drive, JoJo, Danny, and Demo, if it means that Cam's out there for 80% of the game and is out there on the final possession. You know what I mean? Like, we'll figure that part out. But that's where we're going to sit it for right now. The question becomes hitting the 2 deep on X and Y. And I've got a name that I want to move up into this spot, and it might not be who you think it is. I want to put Quanell Farrakhan.
Okay. Yeah. He ain't knocking me on that. Okay.
I don't really care where. You want to put him X, you want to put him Y, doesn't matter.
Let's go. I think he's been playing X, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, we'll put him X. Is it 1 N or 2 N's? I think it's 1 N. I'm gonna just another one. I'm gonna copy and paste out of respect for Quanell. All right, there we go. Quanell Farrakhan Jr. in the Y. This is where I get a little bit interested because you can make a case for Ernest Campbell. You can make a case for Quentin Gibson. Hell, you can make a case for Caleb Mathis if you really wanted to. Probably not over those guys. Guys. But you could make a case based off of camp. We've seen crazier things shake out. But I think we're really debating here between Ernest and Quentin. But is there any concern there around the size. Like I feel like Q hits a little bit more of that slot. So maybe we put Ernest on the outside at Y.
Yeah, I'll put Ernest at a Y.
All right. So we'll put Ernest. It feels so bad though, because that means that we're putting Quentin Gibson on a 3 deep. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, and that's and please, audience, don't take this as disrespect. And
It's
and
not.
guys,
It's
if you're
not.
seeing this as well, Q, the guys, if y'all seeing this, no disrespect. We understand. We
promise
don't
we're
know
not.
what's going on. Right? This is all just like
there's too many. This is what we're trying to get to. There's too many weapons.
It's too many weapons, and all of this will be packaged or based off of where you plan it. So we don't know the official depth chart, but I expect Q to have a huge year. But it's like he's like plug and play in that Z and that Y. I think he'll play Z and Y. Them the only two spots I could see Q playing. Same with Ernest. Ernest will be playing that Z and that slot. I mean that Y and that Z spot as well. Cam can plug and play all three of those spots.
I agree.
Demo can play all three of those spots. Danny will play all three of those spots, but I think Demo will probably just go Y and X. Danny will probably be. Danny could damn near play all three of those spots.
Danny can play all three. So I think JoJo's either an X or a Y. I don't think you put JoJo.
Correct. Yeah, we wouldn't put not with all these guys. We ain't putting them in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So Joe would be that X and that Y. So it's really like all plug and play. Like, and it's based on who we need that week or what's going on that week within a game plan. And that's why we got a genius. Like, that's why we got Brandon Marion. So we don't have to worry about none of that. We just guessing, right? So, but yeah, I like that. That's a good deal there.
Yeah, and I totally, you could make the argument too that if we had a 5 wide scenario, right? Like if we're just trying to get as many receivers on the field as we can, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you tried to put these 4 with Quentin out there. You know what I mean? Like he could be the 5th guy. You could also put just because he sits in this spot on this depth chart does not mean that he is the 7th best receiver. That's not what we're saying.
Hell no, absolutely not. And let me tell you this, we'll see a lot of 4 wide, brother. I promise you we will. Like we're gonna see 4 wide. We will see the 4 best out there at one point because which we all been waiting for, like seeing 4 of those guys because one of them gonna be open, right? Yeah. So we will see that as well. We won't see 2 backs every single time for those that think we will, but we probably won't for sure. But yeah. Q's plug and play in those spots, and and even if we had to, I wouldn't mind like switching Ernest and Q. Like it's just because Q has been balling.
Yeah,
Ernest has been balling as well. So all these guys have been having a pretty good camp overall as a team, man. It's just been great to watch.
And I think that's the interesting part about this is that I'm only leaning on putting Q here because I prefer to have him in the slot than I would at Y. I feel more comfortable putting Ernest at the Y than I have Quentin putting him at the Y. Are we on the same page about that?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, they both are in the slot for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they totally could be 100%.
But we have to feel that. So, but yeah, that's a good spot.
All right, let's fill those other 2. I've got again. There's a big question mark with Hakeem Williams. I don't know how you can really, like, with everything his injury and whatnot, how you can really confidently put him in a 3 deep at this point. I feel like Caleb Mathis has done enough to earn at least a 3 deep. Are we on the same page about that, or do you still not agree with that?
Yeah, he'll be 3 deep and probably the X or that Y for sure.
I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him at the X.
Yeah.
And then the Y, this is where I get a little interested, right? So you could put Taggart Barton out there. You could put one of the Ward brothers out there. You could put Hakeem there. You want to put Hakeem there? Do you want to throw, who do you want to put there?
I'll put, Hakeem not playing. I mean, he's hurt right now. He's still hurt. So I wouldn't put him there. In all reality, when game time comes, that'll probably be Q. Like Q will be in both of those spots. But we're gonna put another name there, right? Like I think
Yeah.
that's probably more appropriate. So I'll probably put Ward there.
Which one? You want to put
Big
Alex or
Ward.
Christian? Big Ward. Yeah, I think the 6'3"
Ward.
is too enticing.
Yeah,
So
Big
put
Ward.
Christian Ward.
Yeah.
Christian Ward. I think it's just spelled the normal way. Yeah, Christian. I think so. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Cool. I feel good about that. I'm gonna put just X there for now. Awesome. Tight end. I think we have no debates about who our starting tight end is. Is it with a C?
Sure about that?
Okay. Yes.
I'm talking smack, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Zach Atkins,
tight end 1. No debate. That's our guy. Not even gonna have to really talk about it. Tight end 2, though. This is where we get.
That ain't no debate, brother. Nah, it ain't getting interesting. Fisher.
Okay,
that's
cool.
That's
okay. I'm on the same page as you.
I love Fisher, man.
He's surprised me a lot. I think he surprised a lot of people with how much he stepped up. But yeah, Fisher is definitely tight end 2. Hold on. Let me, for the sake of this, view, freeze the first column. Nice, cool, and then view full screen. So that way we can go bang like that. Nice. Okay, Fisher, and there's things you can talk about. He's improved as a blocker. He's improved as a pass threat. Really smart. They called him a computer the other day. I can remember. I think it was Josh Niblett talking about him, called him the computer, which is such a high praise for a guy. Really anybody on the football field. That's an incredible compliment. And and it's just, it's intriguing to see the ways that they're going to use him and his size. I hope he doesn't just get defaulted to a blocker. I hope they find a way to use him in the red zone. It'll be really interesting if they try to run multiple tight ends out there, see what he can get his hands on.
Yeah, I like that. I like Fish, man.
Yeah,
he get down and dirty, and he's ready to catch a pass too, man.
Yeah, he's ready. And so tight end 3. Let's talk tight end 3.
Okay,
we're battling between Zane D'Souza, second-year guy, Charlie Williams, and Corbin Lazier, I would say. Corbin showed out well in spring. Had a touchdown that was called back in the spring game. I haven't seen a lot out of Zane, which has been a little bit surprising. I really thought actually he was going to be the one to step up into this role. I think Charlie Williams might be the one, to be honest with you. I've heard good things about him. He's made some plays. I've been seeing him in some videos. Where do you feel you lean on this?
Yeah, I'm Charlie and Corbin. I think those two have shown enough to say that they'll probably be between those two. I think they're really pushing for Charlie in that spot. So I would agree with you there and go Charlie Williams. As for third spot. Yeah, I like Corbin. He's been showing up for sure.
I'm going to put Charlie just because, again, he does have a little bit more experience too, just in college football, being a fourth-year guy. Colorado kid, funny enough. He's from Aspen. I don't know if you knew that.
Really?
Yeah. But I do see a world where this could be Corbin's spot by mid-season. He could earn his way. That's one of the more shaky spots, I feel like. Could be swapped out. All right, let's move to the offensive line. This is where it gets real interesting. Real interesting. I think we both agree on left tackle.
Yeah.
Let's put Bo there.
Big Bo.
Let me mess up my formatting here. Nice. Okay. View. Full screen. Okay. Big Bo Hughley. It's with an L-E-Y. Oh, goodness. My formatting is all off. But talk about Bo Hughley while I fix this.
Yeah, I like Big Bo. I think this is he's definitely probably the first guy I would say solidified that's his spot when it comes to roster spots. He solidified that spot pretty early. Had a pretty good spring. Showed leadership. Worked his butt off in the weight room. I was constantly seeing Bo in those videos, but I feel like when he came over, when he transferred over, I knew he was transferring for a reason. Like, he wouldn't this was like one of those transfers. Like it's a reason behind this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he came in and put his head down and went to work, even though he probably knew he was gonna be his day one starter. That was my spot from the jump. So I really like Bo. I know he excited as hell. He going back home first game. We got a lot of Georgia boys
A lot of
growing up
homecomings.
at
Yeah.
home, man. Yeah, man. So I'm excited to watch that, man. I
Yeah.
think Bo is gonna be a key piece to this offense, man. He's probably the leader of this offensive line, I would say. He definitely guides that room and leads that room vocally, and definitely by his play. So I like Bo.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. I also was pleasantly surprised with how he stepped up early from a leadership perspective. Breaking down the huddles, just being a vocal presence. Big body too. He's massive.
Yeah.
He's a massive human.
He is big.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip over guard because I feel like it's gonna have a little bit more of a debate. I as much as I feel like Sean Kinney did push him a good amount, I still feel like they're going to lean on Demetrius Hunter. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we start to see him a lot because there was competition for sure, but also to light a fire under Pancake just to make sure he wasn't getting comfortable, let him know like, look, hey, this is the most important position on this offensive line, so we need you to get right. So
don't think it's yours. You got to make sure that everybody's got to know at a moment's notice they might be
absolutely
at risk.
Yep. I like that.
You want to move to the guard spots? You want to go to the tackle? What do you want to do?
I mean, yeah, because the backup will be Sean.
Well, yeah, we can slot. I mean, yeah, we'll slot him in. I was gonna say you could make a case for like Yaya being the backup center, but like,
yeah,
we'll get there.
That's true.
Let's talk about the guards.
Okay.
My where I've landed on this after a lot of things, and I do think there obviously like this is another one of those position groups that is going to get a lot of rotating. This could be different by week 2. It could be different by week 3. We have no idea. But where I've landed in the guard spots is Yaya and Chauncey.
Okay.
Where have you landed?
Left guard Chauncey.
Okay.
And right guard, killing me, man. That right guard spot is so questionable to me because I saw Javon McFadden there a lot. So I wanted to say him coming into this. But then when I went back, I saw a lot of Sean Kennedy there.
Saw that too.
He was at that right guard. So, and then we got Yaya, right? So I know for a fact that left guard spot is Chauncey's.
Right.
I don't see nobody
there. I'm with you there.
I don't see nobody beating him out or him not starting week 1. So,
which, not to interject, great story. A kid who stuck through this whole portal nonsense, came in, didn't play much at all last year, put his head down, did the work, dropped a couple LBs, had a fire underneath him, and came in as we think earned that spot. And I want to give him his praise because great story. Yeah. I love Chauncey.
Oh yeah, me too. He probably him and Yaya is my favorite guys on that offensive line, man.
For sure.
I love both of those guys. I love the way they work, and I love the way they got some humor to them, you know. Funny guys, man. But yeah, absolutely. Right. 4-star guy too, man. So he knew he could have.
He could have gotten a little bag.
Boy,
we had the same idea. We were just talking over each other.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Right guard.
Killing me, man.
I agree. I do also think Javon McFadden came on really late in this and has been very impressive. I do think Sean Kinney also as well. I do think the Sean Kinney thing was more of a like, let's make sure that we have guys with, we're not just going to only consider you a center. We're going to try to put you in position so that like if there is an injury or something, we've got multiple guys who can move around the line. I don't know if it's like a at risk of starting situation, but I did see that as well.
Yeah, that's a great take. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go Yaya. Let's go Yaya there.
I have a hard time not thinking it's Yaya, just because,
Yeah.
again, there is an element of trust. There's an element of returning. There's an element of he was a really strong run blocker last year. Another leader on the team. So you've got three guys here. If this is how it unfolds with Bo, Demetrius, and Yaya, who are known to be vocal leaders on the line on the team, and I feel like they communicate well. So I'm going to say that's Yaya there.
Yep, I could agree.
Cool. Right tackle. How do
Le'Veon Bell?
You think it's Le'Veon Bell? You're not going Larry Johnson?
Nah.
Okay, I'll go with you. And it's interesting because Le'Veon Bell, when I was at the spring game, I don't think I've actually talked about this. When I was at the spring game and they were doing the autographs thing at the end of it, I asked him, I was like, where are you playing on the line? He said, I'm holding down that right spot. So let's I don't know if that meant anything. It was, spring ball, like he's a long ways away, but he was very confident. So I agree. I think the experience, the size, question is he going to be agile enough, with this go-go offense? It's also a lot. I mean, like 6'8", man, is a lot to have to see over for Juju. Like he's got a tall right tackle. He's got a tall left tackle. He's got some shorter receivers. It's not going to be the easiest path of sight, I would say, for him.
Yeah. He don't need that much vision, man. You can see that's why it's little cracks through there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they call that vision. You remember that Madden, throwback Madden, where they had the QB vision? That's all he needs, man. He good. But yeah, I think that's we definitely got some big guys, boy. 6'8" for us, for the narrative of being small. Yeah, okay. Sure.
I know. I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, I'm looking at the list right now. 6'7", 6'5", 6'7", 6'5", 6'8", 6'2", 6'4", 6'7", 6'3". It's crazy.
Yeah. Shut up.
All right. I'm gonna we'll it is really tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we're not even mentioning, like, we haven't even given Jose Soto his flowers yet, but I do think, like, Larry Johnson is no slouch. He's not going to be he's not going to be, out of this competition by any means. Philip Houston is back. And Andre Roy, played some right tackle for the Buffs last year. But I do think just experience, P4 experience, and size will give Le'Veon Bell the start there.
Yeah.
Let's move to the second. Let's move to the two deep.
Okay.
You want to move left or right?
Right?
We'll start with left. We'll go back to left. We'll do it left to right the whole time.
All right.
Backing up at left tackle, who do you see?
I think I'm gonna go. Damn, I'm not sure, bro.
It's hard. It's really hard. It is. And in part, it's like you want to consider this is Juju's blind side. This is like you have a guy in Bo that you feel very confident in that can anchor that left side, but like the names that we still have available to us, obviously guys can move. We could put Yaya there early if you really, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, it's not strict that they have to be, if they're in one spot, they can't be in another. But you do have Andre Roy, you've got Larry Johnson, you got Taj White, you got Philip Houston, you've got Javon McFadden, you got Xavier Payne, you've got Jose Soto, and you got Javen Richardson.
I mean, a couple of those guys we haven't seen yet.
It's true.
So I'm not sure as far as Javen Richardson and also Taj White. He's out because of injury. It's so tough, man. I'll go. It's crazy. I'll just go freshman right here. I'll go
Xavier Payne. That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking the same thing. I was really impressed by him in camp, and I think that due to injury, that could be something that Awesome step up. I also could see Andre Roy, to be honest with you. I could see him.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I could see Andre Roy in that spot. But I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna put Xavier Payne there. I'm gonna put because I it's a little bit due to the injury stuff, but I do think he that's hard too though, because again, freshman, like if Bo goes down, you're gonna put Xavier Payne there. They're not gonna try and put somebody else. Again, it's not a knock on Xavier Payne, but
Leon maybe could swap over there.
Probably, if we're being honest.
But I don't see, or we could maybe go Larry, but I think Larry has only been playing that right side.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. Maybe Larry can, switch over to that left side. So I got confidence in, I think Larry is a plug and play guy too, because he could play those guard spots too.
I might say for the sake of it, I might say Larry goes there.
Yeah, let's go Larry there. Just
yeah, exactly. And I just think that his experience, his size, I think that they would want to put. I'm going to put Xavier Payne at third string. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
Okay. Left guard.
Left guard backup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Soto.
Okay, I'm with you. You could put him right guard, you put him left guard, but I think in one way he's probably second stringer there. And then he also got Hudson Steber too.
Okay.
Let's say you got Soto at left guard. You want to put Javon McFadden at here.
That's why I put Soto over there, because I did see Soto over there on that right side a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I think Javon kind of took that spot there.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I'll go Javon.
Okay. And then I guess 3. I think you can put probably Yaya here just for like if they have a third center or they need another guy, put him there. So I'm just gonna put him in italics. Right tackle. You're probably between Phillip Houston, Taj White, and Andre Roy.
Yeah, I will go Phillip.
It's just to be hard with him coming back from injury. Like I know he's like returned and everything is making his way back, but like it would be hard to get him up to speed, get him into game shape. I know he's been working his butt off, but just I know that's going to be tough for him. And like it might be something to say like Andre Roy just having played last year and not coming off an injury.
I know this is way left field, but I'm asking you a question I know the answer to.
Sure.
What is Phillip Houston injury? What is he coming off of?
ACL, right?
Okay. And when did he get hurt?
2 years ago.
Okay. Did he play last year?
No. It's true.
Okay.
If he's not ready now, then and ever.
Right.
But fair.
He's just now coming back. Like he's just now getting like back in the flow, in full pass, actually rolling, right?
Yeah. And
you think Will Hammond is going to be 100% ready week 1, week 2?
Oh, you're asking this. You're asking a second question.
Like,
trust me, I got a whole secondary commentary on that, but I agree. Yeah.
Now you're going to get time, man. Whatever. Okay, let's finish the depth chart before I get into that. Okay,
I agree with you. I'm with you.
Whatever.
All right. So Phillip Houston, Andre Roy doesn't. I'm just gonna we'll put him there, and this is kind of a 2A 2B situation. I would say it's not. Because we're at an hour and we're debating the difference between the second and third right tackle spots.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even do defense yet.
All right, let's toss in the guards. We'll put Hudson Steber here.
Okay.
I've seen him play a little bit, and then actually we'll put Sean Kinney there.
Yeah, I was about to say Sean Kinney. Probably.
Yeah. Put Sean Kinney there, and then left guard. You got your pick between. You can go Taj. You can move somebody else who's already there. Yeah.
We still got to figure out what Javon Richardson is, because I think he would probably, if he was to come back, and Javon Richardson, I'm sorry. If he was to come back, I think he'll be at one of those tackle spots, back up on one of those tackle spots. But let's go here. I would have put. I'll put. I mean, honestly, I would probably put. Oh, we already got Yaya right there at that third center. Yeah. Oof. I don't
I'm
know,
gonna put.
man.
I'm for the sake of it. I'm gonna put Hudson Stever. I'm just gonna put him.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Come on, Hudson.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So working left to right. And I'm going to zoom out for a second here. You don't even see it that clearly, but we got Julian Lewis. We got Keneal. We got Isaac Wilson. We got Keneal Sweetwine. Let me make sure that these are all for the sake of it. We'll go like a little wrap thing, and then that way I can go boop. Nice. Cool. Okay. We got Julian Lewis. We got Isaac Wilson. We got Keneal Sweetwine. Oh, what just happened there? There we go. Then we got Damian Henderson, Michael Welch, Kalen Taylor, all 1A, 1B, 1C. We got Brady Kopetz. We got Ben Gula at fullback. We got Joseph Williams, DeAndre Moore, and Danny Scudero as the 1-2, the XY and the slot. Followed closely behind by Quanell, Ernest, and Cam Perry. Then we got Caleb Mathis, Christian Ward, and Quentin Gibson. Quentin Gibson only there because of how a depth chart works, not because of his position and how much he'll play. Just had to put him there for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Tight end, Zach Atkins, Fisher Clements, and Charlie Williams. And then the offensive line from left to right, Bo Hughley, Chauncey Gooden, Demetrius Hunter, Yaya, and Leon Bell, followed by Larry Johnson, Jose Soto, Sean Kinney, Javon McFadden, Philip Houston. Then we got Xavier Payne, Hudson Stever, Yaya, Sean Kinney, and Andre Boy. We feel good about it?
It's a good roster.
I like it.
Good depth chart.
Good depth chart. Cool. Let's move on to the defensive side of the ball. And we're going to try to breeze through this one a little bit faster for everybody's sake. Let's start on the line. We're going to start in the trenches.
Yeah.
You want to start with the tackles?
Yeah, we can.
Let's start with the tackles for the sake of it. We're running in this idea, in this way we're doing it. We're doing a 4-3. In part because we kind of jointly decided that they might be, Coach Prime wants to get 3 linebackers out on the field. He wants to have his 3 pro guys that he puts in his own words out there. They're going to want to have a little bit more of a linebacker focus if they're trying to stop the run against Georgia Tech. So I see a world where this is a 4-3. Do you agree with me?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
We'll come out in 4-3 at Georgia Tech.
Yep. That's my prediction. Let's start with one of them. I think one of the tackle spots is Santana Hopper.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Who joins Santana Hopper? Let's the asterisk is Ezra Christensen. If he's there, then he's there. But we're going to presume, based off of what we know right now, who's on the team right now, we can't put him in there.
Right.
So
I'm gonna go Dylan Manuel.
I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Okay.
I'm proud of Dylan Manuel. I'm really glad that he has stepped up as much as he has, because I think that he's really come on in fall camp, and it's been impressive to see.
Yeah, for sure.
I
can agree with that.
To the left and the right of Santana and Dylan.
Left side. Damn. Let's go. I don't know if he played left or right, but for
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Starter sakes, I'm gonna go Toby.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
I don't know if he, if left or right, but and then I guess right, I'm gonna go.
I guess it does kind of matter if you talk about,
Yeah. I'm not sure where he was
the
playing.
right-sided guy.
Right. That's on me.
No, it doesn't matter. It is.
I'm not sure.
You got between some names to throw at you. You got Kylan Salter, you got Quincy Wiggins, you got Manny Eziogu, you got Emil Talib, you got Balansama Kamara, Sam Gady, you've got Domata Peko.
Who I want out there? I'm gonna say Manny.
You've also got Lamont Lester, Billy Tafatafua. You want Manny?
I want Manny, but Lamont has been coming on, I think, lately. But I'm gonna go Manny. I'm gonna stick with. I'm with you on that. Is it Eziogu? It's E, right? Manny. Yeah.
Eziogu. Yeah. Emmanuel Eziogu. Okay, I'm with you. I think that's this. This could fluctuate. This could definitely be. I can see a world where this is a couple of guys. This is probably the toughest to pick of this. And there's also, again, you could say something about like Santana's not a true D tackle. I don't feel like, he's
right.
I think 265. If you want to run him, like there's a world they come out with. This could be a 3-4 or a 3-3-5, and you've got Samu holding down the middle, and you got Santana. Like, let's say Ezra's eligible, right? And they really want to go as heavy as they can. They go 3-3-5, and they put Samu in the middle. They put Santana on one side. They put Ezra on the other. I don't know. Like, you could try to really like run it that way, but for the sake of it, I don't think you could take Santana off the field, and I think you have to put him at a tackle spot as opposed to trying to sit him on the edge.
Correct. Yeah, he's an inside guy.
Cool. Let's move. Do you want to go? Do you want to complete?
Yeah,
this
let's go starters.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Your Mike, your Sam, and your Will in this complex. That's hard.
This is so tough, bro. Because
we know who the three are. The question just becomes where do you put
where
them?
they go? Right.
I'll take it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you take this one. No, you take it.
I think Gideon is your Mike.
Okay.
I do. I just think that he's the most I don't want to say I feel like I use versatile too much on this show, but I just feel like it fits into a lot of spots. I just feel like he's the most can do anything type of linebacker that they have. He's the smartest. He's the captain. He's, and he's not the captain per se yet, but he, has been a captain. He's a vocal leader. I just feel like he's the quintessential Mike if I'm looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
So make a case for your Sam and your Will.
Sam, I'm gonna go. Give me Leona. I'll go Sam.
I agree. Okay.
And then I'll go
Tyler as your Will.
Sure, Tyler. Yep.
Cool. I'm with you on that. I think that makes sense. If you want to get into it, we don't have to get into too much of it, but schematically you can probably understand.
Yeah. Neck a flip. Who cares?
Yeah. And they can this could be Tyler could be in the middle and Gideon could be on the outside. Doesn't matter. All right. Let's keep churning on down. And we threw a nickel in there. Might as well throw a nose for the heck of it. Just for, if they want to run a nose, but we're gonna put him in there just for the sake of it. But I feel like we're on the same page that this is Boo Carter and Cree Thomas.
Yep.
Got it?
Yeah.
No doubts. Much respect to everybody who has earned their spot in camp, but Boo Carter and Cree Thomas are the two. If they can only sit two, there's gonna be the two.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay. And then, do you have a preference? Strong safety, free safety? Because I kind of do.
Yeah, I would say my strong safety would be Rando.
Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page there. Give your case for Rando and Nate Mitchell in their spots.
I mean, Rando was a captain for an SEC football team that won a lot of games. So, and he's a hell of a player, right? Had a big year last year. And Rando, I kind of go back to that Bo situation as well. Like, they transferred with a purpose. Like, they knew exactly it was calculated. Like, they knew exactly what the hell they was doing and why they did it, right? So, Rando's another one of those guys. Like, I expect Rando to do all the right things, be in the right place, and be a hell of a player this year for us in the secondary, right? I think Rando is a green dot guy back there, in that safety spot, and
6'2", 222. You know, I think coming downhill, moving him up into the box, that makes the most sense. Nathan Mitchell, a little bit more light, 5'10", 175, but good coverage guy. I think he had 3 interceptions last season, if I remember correctly.
He's a hybrid type of guy to me. Like I can see him, like he's not scared to put his nose in there and make a tackle. You know, and he do well, you know, covering those big guys too. So he's physical as hell. And yeah, I expect Nate to have a big year as well too.
Cool.
It's so crazy how we just sorry to cut you off. It's so crazy how we just went to New Mexico and was like, hey, all 3 of y'all, come on, let's go.
It's like the Pitt thing from a couple years ago with Sam Okunlola and 50 Deion Hayes.
There you go.
Yeah, we did that same deal. Yeah. I know it is the New Mexico Buffaloes.
Exactly.
State Buffaloes. Do you want to do the nickel in the nose now, or do you want to come back to it at the end?
Yeah, let's come back to it.
Okay.
Because those are just the extra spots.
Yeah. Let's go 2 deep at the tackle.
2 deep at the tackle. Okay. I'm gonna go Tyler Moore.
Okay. I'm with you. Really has come on real strong here in camp.
Very strong, brother. And I guess, ouch. Sorry, I got something in my eye. That second spot, I'm gonna go. I want to say Samu, but I'm not sure. I will put him more so on that nose spot.
Yeah.
We going for the third spot or that second spot?
We're going for the second spot.
Okay. Yeah, in that second spot, I would go Cedric Smith.
Okay. I think I'm with you. I think you could.
Yeah.
I feel like a Malachi Brown could potentially, but I don't think he has enough to get up there. So I'm going to say Cedric Smith too. Experience, Big Ten transfer, big body, 6'300", 6'4", 320. Tyler Moore, 5'10", 290. I do think Tyler Moore probably sits in as the backup nose too behind Samu, but for the sake of depth, I feel like that makes sense.
Right.
Cool. On the edge, it doesn't matter right or left. Do you have a preference and again, we're to an extent factoring in some level of injuries here. I feel like in a perfect world, if Villy is healthy, then
you got Villy there for sure.
You want to put him there? Or do you want to?
Nah, I mean, just because of injuries, we haven't seen him. I was just leaving him out for now. I would go Lamont or Balansama.
I think I agree with you. I'm gonna put Balansama on the other side.
Okay.
Camera. Yeah, I agree with that. I think those are 2 guys. And again, these four right here could all swap. You could put Lamont here. You could put, I think they're going to rotate. It's going to be moving and grooving. I'm not worried about it.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the backup linebackers. You've got a couple of interesting choices here. You can talk about, you got a couple of freshmen. You got Colby Johnson. You got Rodney Colton. You got Carson Crawford. You got Bo LaPenna. You got Gage Goldberg. I think in some capacity, you got to have Bo and Gage here.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you have a preference on where?
I would go for Bo and Gage.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I think I've been seeing Rodney Colton at a mic.
I feel like I've also kind of seen that, but I've also feel like I've seen him. But again, in most of these looks too, that I feel like I've seen, like, I don't feel like you have a true. There's no 3 that I would want to put out there if it was like running like in this world. I think they would probably switch over to a 4-2-5 or something of that nature.
Yeah. So we could just plug and play here because I would agree. Like it's the reason we go 3 linebackers is because of the guys that we have, right?
Correct.
Those top 3 guys at top half of that.
So you got Bo LaPenna here. We'll put. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm gonna put Rodney Colton here, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because I just as a strong side coming downhill on a blitz, I feel like I want to have Rodney Colton there. I'm gonna put Bo here, and then I'm gonna put Gage Goldberg here.
Okay.
But it doesn't make too much of a difference to me. And then your third string, we're not going to do that right now. But at corner, let's talk about backup corners and backup safeties.
Okay. Backup corner for Boo. Let's go Makari Vickers.
You want Makari on there? Okay. Interesting. I was gonna.
He's been in that nickel spot.
That's where I'm like. That's I know. That's why it's tough. I want to put Justin Eaglin there. I do. I want to put Justin Eaglin at.
I was gonna say Justin.
I want to put him there in one of those two spots. This comes down to Makari Vickers or Jaja Boyd to me.
Yeah. Wait, and the corner spot?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably argue the same thing for nickel too.
I think Jaja goes safety though.
You think Jaja goes safety?
I don't think he's been playing corner at all. He's been at that safety spot.
I guess that's fair. I think that's a good point. It's honestly a fair. It's sometimes hard to see a little bit. Let's go. Jason Stokes.
Let's go RJ.
RJ.
Jason Stokes.
This is where it gets tough. Jason Stokes has been playing a lot, but RJ has also been. Oh, I gotta put RJ for the experience. I gotta put RJ.
Okay. Yeah, let's go RJ.
Okay, and then it's safety. Your backup safety. One of them's got to be Ben.
Correct.
You want strong
Ben
or free?
Would be more of Ben would probably be a strong safety.
I think he's a strong safety. I agree with you there. Ben Finnesseth. Oh, if I can spell that right. And then your backup free safety is you could do.
Jaja been at that freaking safety spot, but I don't know because they've been moving, man.
That's what I'm saying. They're moving around a lot. I would love to put Jaden Hardy here, but he's had some things that have been going on. So I don't want to count on him immediately. Goodness. Braylon Edwards.
He has been there. Well, has he been a free safety or a strong?
I don't know. Preston Ashley.
I have been seeing him there though. So let's go, Braden. Let's go. Let's put Ben at free and what's the name? That's strong.
Braylon Edwards. All right.
Yeah, we could swap them, but I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. Same.
It doesn't. Yeah. All right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then third string. Let's start at the D tackle spot. I feel like you have to. It's unfortunate, but I feel like you have to put Quincy Wiggins here.
Yep, that's what I was gonna go with. Yep.
Is it with the EY?
Yeah.
Quincy with the EY, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. And then you've got your choice between you've got Malachi Brown. You've got
I haven't seen him, man.
I know.
Have you seen him?
Not I haven't really frankly I haven't been trying to look for him, but
okay. Yeah, I'm sure I haven't seen him.
This is where you get a little bit in.
Let's go
put Samu there. Put just Josiah Manu.
Nah, go Samu.
Okay. And again, for the viewers, Manu Pepe.
Don't even ask me, brother.
I'm gonna say that's right. Tao Manu Pepe. Yeah. First. Oh no, almost. Wait. For the viewers, I know everybody thinks that he's going to be potentially starting. This is just dependent on the formation. If they are starting a true nose, I think you could argue that Samu starts there.
Mm-hmm.
You could also start that Dylan starts there.
Yep.
But I guess you're also arguing between Samu and Tyler Moore. If you have Tyler higher on the D tackle depth chart than Samu, how can we argue that Samu's higher than Tyler at the nose? I mean, I guess it's play style. It's different.
I'd say if anything, he'd swap with Cedric.
I agree. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that.
We just go over that talking
I'm gonna do that just because of that. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tyler and Samu at your tackles, and then Cedric with. I like that better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's throw the ends. Your choices are you got Kyle and Salter, you got Domata Peko Jr., you've got Sam Gady, you got Yamil Talib.
I go
Billy.
I'm going Salter there.
Kyle Salter. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And on the other
I go
side,
Billy there.
should we leave Billy out due to injury? Because I just feel
Oh
like
yeah,
it's
the
unfair
injury.
to
I'm
put him.
sorry about that.
Yeah. Let's just
we did
put.
say that.
I'm gonna say. Hold on.
did
I'm
say
gonna
that.
put. We're gonna put down here injured, not included. Bout.
Yeah.
And then we'll put. We'll just for the sake of it, we'll put Billy. Billy T. I'm just gonna put Billy T. It just shows up in all black. All right, Billy T.
I was about to say, I can't see that, brother.
Yeah, whatever. Just so people know that we're not counting him out, we're just acknowledging the injury. Domata Peko, is that? I mean, it's kind of really the only other spot you can.
Yamil.
Yamil, but Peko or Yamil?
That's a good.
I think I'm gonna say Yamil.
Yeah, let's go Yamil.
Talib. I've seen. I actually have seen him a good amount. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if he moved his way up into a second spot at some point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then your third string. I think your third string linebackers are Carson Crawford. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't type. It's like trying to type when everybody's watching you. Okay. Carson Crawford. We'll go Carson Crawford, and then we got Colby Johnson. And then I don't even think we have technically enough to fill a third. Yeah, right? No. Yeah, we don't have enough. So then we'll just put X. Sound good?
Yep.
Cool. Corner. Your backup. So at this point,
Mojo.
But now we're talking about we skipped Jason Stokes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely there. I'm sorry about that. I was going. Oh yeah, Jason for sure.
You got Jason Stokes.
I'll go Mo.
And then you want Mo. You don't want you've still got your choice between. Hold on, let me pull it back up. We've got. I mean, again, you put Jaja as safety, so I'm not going to fight you there. You've got Makari's probably going nickel. Emery Floyd. I haven't really like loved, but he has played. Paul Omodia.
Yeah, he's been at safety too. They moved him to safety.
Yeah, I mean he's a lot bigger, so it makes sense. Preston Ashley. Nickel, yeah. So maybe Mojo. He played too much in the spring for me to not. Yeah. How can you? Oh, that's so tough, man. I don't know how you can say Emery Floyd gets no burn.
Yeah, that's what I agree. That's what I'm saying. So let's go Emery there.
Okay. And then your safeties, we'll put Paul and
Jaja.
But then okay. So this is where it gets interesting. Your nickel, I think, is Makari.
1A, 1B. I don't know, bro. Because
I think it's
Jaja been going crazy. You think Makari end up getting it?
I think Makari gets it, and then I think Jaja is right behind him.
Okay.
We'll put these two both in italics for the sake of it. And then your third nickel.
Preston Ashton.
Sure, that works. I actually feel like, for the sake of it, I feel like you could put Presto as the third free safety.
Has he been playing safety though?
I've seen it. At least he did in spring. I don't know. I don't know if I did as much. I don't know if I haven't seen him play nickel.
I feel like I have seen him play nickel.
All right. Well, then I'll take your word for it. Again, I have not watched.
I could be wrong though, bro.
No, you're good. You're totally good. If you've seen it, if you feel like you've seen it and you feel confident in it, let us know in the comments. Is he dead wrong?
Could be.
Nose. You want to put Tyler or Samu?
Samu there.
Okay. Tau, Manu, Pepe. Doesn't even fit into the tiny little box. Cool. And then we'll put Tyler Moore. And then Dylan.
Yeah. Just because we're assuming that Ezra is not,
Yeah, of course. Dylan Moore. Or fucking not Dylan Moore. Dylan Manuel. Sorry, Dylan, if you watch this. All right, so that puts us at your tackles are Santana Hopper and Dylan Manuel. Your edges are Toby and Manny. Your 3 linebackers are Gideon, Leona, and Tyler. Your corners are Boo and Cree. Your safeties are Rando and Nathan Mitchell. If they run a nickel, then it's Makari. Probably take if it's a 4-2-5. Are we taking Tyler off? Who are the 2 backs? Is it Gideon and Leona? Has to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then you swap Makari in at the nickel, and then you take Tyler off.
Correct.
All right. So then your backup D tackles are Tyler Moore and Samu. You've got Lamont and Balansama in there. This is where it gets a little bit shifty. You got Rodney Colton, Bo LaPena, and Gage Goldberg. You could swap Rodney for Carson and Colby if you wanted. Your backup corners are RJ and Justin Eaglin. Your backup safety is Braylon Edwards and Ben Finiseth. Your backup nickel is Jaja Boyd. And then your third string tackles are Quincy Wiggins and Cedric Smith, which is so tough, man. I hate putting.
Dude, that Jason Stokes is killing me, dude.
I know that is real tough. We can evaluate. Hold on, Colin Salter and Yamil Talib, and then obviously we already talked about the linebackers: Jason Stokes, Emery Floyd, Paul Modia, Jaja Boyd. You sound like you want to move. Who are you swapping? Are you swapping RJ? With Jason Stokes?
I've been seeing him a lot. Yeah, I'm swapping. I'm putting RJ in that Eaglin spot and putting Jason Stokes there.
You're putting Justin Eaglin at third string. I can't do it. I can't.
That's just what I've been seeing.
I can't do it.
I've been seeing that, bro. I've been seeing it, bro. But let's, for the sake of the video, we can keep it there.
I feel like I agree with you, and I've been seeing it as well. But
I'll text you separately to like when I see
Justin
another video,
Eaglin,
or I'm gonna go
6 interceptions in the last.
No. I
trust me.
Stokes stats don't smell his, so I can't go there. So I just been seeing a lot of Jay Stokes.
I'll swap it with RJ. I'll give you RJ.
RJ's been in there. I've been seeing RJ a lot. Jason Stokes and RJ, I've been seeing a lot, like playing together. I haven't seen Justin Eaglin, but they did say Justin is like a plug and play guy because he could play all spots. That's what what's the name said over in the press conference on Thursday, Friday, whatever that was.
Let me get that exact quote because he talks specifically about him. I know. Let me pull that exact quote. Justin Eaglin. Cornerbacks coach Aaron Fletcher on Justin Eaglin in his role for 2026. He's been great. He's a really quiet guy by nature. He's probably the most versatile guys we have. Also, he's got a huge role for this team. You can't say that he's not at least going to be a 2 deep.
Okay, let's leave it.
You want to leave it?
Yeah, Coach Prime love RJ, so I can't.
I know he does. And it's so tough because I agree. This is where it gets real dicey. That's so tough. There's a totally realistic world. I'm not gonna go that far. No, these 2 are locked, so we're not gonna.
Yeah, let's leave him. Oh yeah, then don't even think about touching.
I think it's one of these 3 right here that gets moved.
Okay.
Let us know. I forget we're doing a show in this. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Does Jason Stokes get moved up? Who does he get moved up for? Where did we get this wrong? Let us know. But let's finish it out. Backups being Braylon Edwards and Ben Finiseth with Paul Modia, and then Jaja Boyd tentatively stepping in there as well. And then your nickels are Makari Vickers, Jaja Boyd, and Preston Ashley. Samu, Tyler, and Dale Manuel filling in that nose tackle spot if we have them. You feel good?
Feel good, man.
I feel good and I feel terrible at the same time.
Yeah, that's facts. I respect all the guys out there.
Yeah,
in
100%.
work. We're on the outside looking in. We don't know. We just going off of videos, to be honest.
We go off of
and
videos.
what the coach is saying.
We go off of
You know.
just gut feeling too. Like this is
Yeah,
none of this
facts.
is meant to be disrespect. None of this is meant to be anything but like us just guessing.
Yeah.
Again, I would have thought that what's his name? I can't remember. Big name from last year. D tackle went to Ole Miss. Why am I blanking?
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Jaheim Otis.
Jaheim Otis. Yeah. I would have thought Jaheim Otis would have been starting. If you looked at it like just from, if you weren't really in depth on it, you probably would have thought that was the case. But then he ends up, I think he was like third string week 1. So like a lot can change, and this is not meant to be anything but just pure speculation. We'll run through it one more time. On offense, Julian Lewis, Damian Henderson, Joseph Williams, DeAndre Moore, Danny Scudero, Zach Atkins, Bo Hughley, Chauncey Gooden, Demetrius Hunter, Yaya Atiya, Leon Bell, with their respective backups. And then Toby Anine, Santana Hopper, Dylan Manuel, Meni Eziogu, Leona Leafau, Gideon Lamprin, Tyler Martinez, Boo Carter, Cree Thomas, Brandon Fontenot, Nathan Mitchell, with Makari Vickers and Samu Tamena Pepe filling in depending on formation and their respective backups. So I'll ask you one more time. You feel good?
Mm-hmm. I feel good, man. I'm going with it. I ain't second guessing none of it. I'm figuring out that I think they're going to come out in that 4-3. So I think that'll be, I think that'll be the lineup there. Leave those corners on the islands. I had 2 safeties, 3 linebackers coming downhill, flying around like a bat out of hell. I think we roll with that, man. Even if Ezra do get his injunction, right, and he actually is eligible to play against G-Tech, I think it'll be very limited if he do see any snaps because of the timing of it. So it's kind of wearing down there. So, as far as getting in football shape, like actually hitting and all of that stuff, it's going to take about a week or 2 to get in the group. So.
I agree. And I guess we'll round this out at the 1:30 mark, but just to put a bow on that, if Ezra, I'll bring it back up here for a quick second. If Ezra is in the mix, do you have a specific spot here on the defensive line that you would put him in? Are you moving Dylan down? Are we doing Santana and Ezra? Because it's the only problem with that is they're like Santana is like, I think 265. I think he's not the biggest body. 265 listed on the Buffs website, and Ezra's not actually even listed. I don't think they can legally say that they have him on the roster right now.
Just an open spot for him.
Yeah, but he's listed at 280, so it's like it creates a little bit of a weird scenario because it's not like I don't know. It's TBD. I would love to have Santana.
I'm swapping him though
with Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I think that gives you your best. It puts the most talent on the field at one time, but you might be a little bit undersized if that's still what you're trying to go for.
Yeah, but that's why you got those 3 linebackers.
And again, this could be 3-3-5. This could be they want to put the nose out there and they want to put Dylan and Santana next to him, maybe Makari does end up on the field in that first drive. It's tough. It's real tough. We won't know until we know is what we're trying to get to.
11 days away, baby.
11 days away.
Let's go.
Thank you all. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments, what did we get wrong? Don't crucify us by any means, but just let us know your respectful opinion as to, maybe who stepped up, who's moving into the ones, who's moving up from the third string, let us know what we missed. Again, I'll say it for the last time. Any guys like a Vili or an Ezra, they're out either due to injury or eligibility. Like we're not missing them for the sake of it. But let us know, what did we miss? Who do we get wrong? And maybe we'll review your comments on the next episode. But 10 days away once you get this out here tomorrow.
Let's go, baby.
All right, Tommy. Good to see you, brother. Anything else before we sign off?
Once again, 11 days away, y'all. I'm so damn excited for college football. Y'all don't even understand. I can't sit down. I can't sleep. All I'm thinking about is football. That's it.
I'll say we're gonna have some fun stuff planned for the season. We're gonna try to do some pregame stuff. We're gonna maybe try to do some postgame stuff, TBD on watch alongs or anything of that nature. But we'll let you guys. We'll get you an update once the season gets a little bit closer. Once we're a couple of days away, just about what to expect, and we'll put it out on socials as well. Alrighty. And with that, we'll leave you with a Skull Buffs, baby, and we are
baby
out.